Just taking it easy for now. I was moving something around, which I'll show you later what I was doing. Oh, my stretch, really. Ooh. But anyway, I moved machinery around today. I guess some people like these stupid videos of mine. I can't see anything. The sun is crossing me out. Hi, son. Oh my goodness. Oh. Well, it's a big hole. So anyway, I'll put it down here. What? That was a fun workout. 300 pound. I think about roughly 300 pound Keller hacksaw. I moved it around, lift up with the floor crane onto a dolly and moved it over to this door here and worked it in. Then I had to use a come along to lift it up, put it in the door, and move it around. And I think I'd work out. I'm moving a lot of stuff around. My God. Well, there was 18 tons, believe it or not, marked by customs in a one-bedroom apartment. 18 tons. Stuff I really squeezed in. I was doing sort of the same squeezing. Where am I? Jolly good. Same squeezing technique here, but it's just, I don't know, maybe it was a reincarnated submarine captain or some weird thing. It's just a funny neurotic thing of mine. But anyway, certain machine tools. That's the machine tool room. That door, number one. Oh man, I did that. I'll show you in another video. I'll make another video in the machinery room. Really time to stretch out. Yesterday I was moving radio gear and it was close to 100 pounds each. Turn this fan off. I don't really need it, right? I look like a bloody little goof. I look really weird. I always said that, didn't I? I always said I look weird, but you never know. Maybe that is a fruitcake. Hi, Bone. So what am I going to talk about? Oh, yeah, for Bob Greener. Actually, Nancy has all the documents on us uploaded to the computer as well as the videos, believe it or not. So I coached her along to make some, how do you say it, a zip drive. I mean, I don't know anything about computers. That's why I like iPad, because it's just a silly, simple thing, you know? Silly and simple like me. I don't have to just press things. I see Yahoo Mail, AOL Mail, YouTube, upload videos, Google search, Fun Book, or Screw Book, or Nutty Book, and other apps. See if I do some cutie patootie pictures, huh? look like a lunatic. A lunatic. This fish is crazy.
Hi, baby. I'm feeling hot.
In the sun. Hi. Oh well. None of this is. No, the ravens haven't made me crazy. No, no, no. They keep me occupied, feeding them, looking after them, watering them, filming them. I guess I'm their agent. The raven's agent is me. And it's going to use footage. You need their paw print? No, it's not a paw. Talon print. A piece of paper. They're getting kind of famous. They're kind of viewed around the world now. The Willits ravens.
I know where that's ravens.
I'm not the only one in Willits. There's others that film them and talk to them and feed them and have adventures with them. Because I post the videos sometimes on the Willits fan page community. I think about 5,000 people there. And I'm comparing notes. I have no idea what caused that. Oh, just in the sun here. I'll come out with some bird seed. I think they want bird seed. Do I look fuzzy? I look fuzzy, I think.
I look a bit fuzzy. Hi, doctor.
I have no idea what George Hathaway or Bob Greener thinks of these stupid videos I do. Or Colonel Alexander and many others I don't know. There's a scientist that used to communicate with me a lot. Dr. Coons, former NSA guy, he wrote me a letter of recommendation with a stamp on it. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it. A very nice letter with a seal of Dr. Coons. There's so many papers, man.
How many papers?
One of them I forgot about. Swatchenberg Palace. Claudius Curran. Serbies Enterprises. I don't know. They communicated a lot in the old days. Used to talk on the phone and by letter all the time. Wow. I forget the old phone number in Vancouver. I just talked to Richard Sparks of SBIR program, DOD, USA, and many others on that phone with 8 area codes 604? 8, I don't know, I forget. That's what I was living part-time with Bill Ross and Rowan Brito of Germany. You don't know that, I guess. Okay, Billy Ross wrote a report on his observations. Billy was transgender. He finally got his operation, and he got really angry with me when I met Ian Gaston. Ian and I fell in love kind of thing, but anyway, that's another story for another time, but it's just how long was I with Billy Ross? 1980 to 80. Ooh, 86, I think. Wow, that long? 86, 88. Roland came over from Munich, and he stayed with us. He was, I think, about a year, and he went back to Germany. He bought Billy Ross and myself a computer, Apple IIe clone. Oh, this is interesting. So I bet Alec Sharashevsky and George Lisicase moved to 13th Street and Kingsway, where that same building vanished. It's a big building. It simply vanished. Talk to George Lisicase. He's the one that experienced it. They experienced a lot of crazy things in that building. And when George was playing with it, not George Hathaway, George Lisicate, there was the most craziest things going on. They had to call in a psychic, the lawyers. Oh, wow. Kowalski and Company, I got all the documents. During that time, the NBC Henry Champ wanted to interview me, and then Interpol showed up to see if I was okay. It was amazing, weird crap at that part in the whole adventure I'm having. So, wow. And then when I got back, see, I was in Munich, and I said, oh, I got to, I was with Ian Gasta, and I thought, I got to leave, get back to Canada, and just, what the hell? Things were kind of going weird within, so I got all my firearm permit papers and documents to bring in all my guns I collected in Germany. That was okay, and then I went to the consulate, and Bob Garuski, a Canadian Security Intelligence Service, paid for my trip back to Canada. And when I go back to Canada, I'm going on a little story, aren't I? When I got back to Canada, I met Richard Glue, Environment Protection Agency, and other officials who handed me the keys, along with a lot of documentation, to where part of the lab was stored. Plus all my firearms. SureGuard mini storage. So somebody I met when I returned from Germany, Larry Hampston. He had a large moving truck, and we moved everything to my sister's garage. And then I proceeded to do some things there, of course. And then I met Mr. Yamabi there from Japan at my sister's garage, 911 Dublin Street, New Westminster, BC. And then he gave me lots of money for a free energy device, a ray gun, and what the hell? Things were going odd. I did some crazy things. I auctioned off all my machine guns and stuff. Triple B auctions, I still got the auction thing. I got rid of what was left of the lab in my sister's garage. Wow. I was invited to live in Germany by Sten Lindater to stay at Belzig. I'm trying, since I got pistols, since I was a kid, I guess I didn't get rid of everything. What else? Some documents, letters. I had a box of handguns that I got from Tom Bongalis when I was a kid. Still got them, with the price tag still on them. They're all legal, of course. Still got them. I should drag that box out and look at them, just for the hell of it. Anyway. So I guess I didn't get it. Maybe I thought I was going to take it back to Germany. I don't know. Or something interrupted because Yin came to stay with me in this funny little house in New West, and she got the apartment 18 tons later. I met a lot of people there. Holy crow. They were coming and going. Film crews. I traveled to LA. Back and forth. Anyway, I was at 18 tons one night. Bits and pieces. Some people maybe see these ridiculous videos. It seems like they do. Like the history stories. Maybe keeping notes. I don't know. This is what Alex Pizarro did. He saw the mushy sample with the fingerprints. He went in quickly, put his hand on this bar on the milk crates, and it was cold and gooey, like putty. And then he did this, which he often did. Walked out. Totally kind of bewildered. So it's cold. It's soft. Is it moving or something? I don't know. I forget. But there was other things that were cold but turned bright, very bright and light. Maybe an instantaneous plasma effect or something. I don't know. Working with the news people, one of the best levitations because it was nice and slow. It was 4 feet square chunk of rubbery stuff. This came off the floor and went up to the ceiling and stayed there for a bit and came down very slowly. So that's documented on BCTV, Alan Edwards with Tony Parsons. I'm wandering all over the place back in time. With McDonnell Douglas, George Jack Haug, he did 2 days of filming. And the only results you see if you speed up the video, which I thought I would do when YouTube had the speed up program. Edit videos and I sped it up. What the heck? It was very strange. Everything was kind of moving and you could see things going off, and I think it's very odd stuff going on there.
Hi, I'm a candy girl.
Anyway, I'm going off track. I'm going off into schizophrenia world.
Hi, anybody got a cure for baggy eyes? Hi. Oh, that's an old baggy-eyed queen.
I get a lot of fun out of doing stupid stuff like this. I do it in public too. Especially get the blonde hairstyle and the fake you know what and the makeup. It's a riot doing it. People's reactions are, you're sexy, you're hot. I did this in Gold Beach. It was funny as heck. Anyway, I've done it a number of times. in the earliest time I did this was in a 3045 President Drive, North Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, with Billy Ross as Mavis. Itchy for some reason. And I got it. My dad took pictures. This is in public. My mother was supportive. She got all supplied all the makeup and all the cool hairdos and mini skirt and other things because she's crazy like I am, right? Wild and crazy person. And we had a lot of fun walking around the street, people wondering what's going on, and my mother would put me in a Safeway shopping cart and just push me down the street. I'm not kidding. This is very true stuff. Yeah, that's stuff. I first think doing it with Mavis. When was that? Oh, 70s, I guess. Yeah. And I've done other characters. And the old man thing I did, and that got me in slight warnings from the RSMP because it's causing a disturbance. So I complied. I said, okay, I won't do it. Didn't know it's such a weird thing to do, but I got it all wrinkled up. You use elastic bands on your face and you put cotton in your mouth and get your hair all kind of messed up. That was fun doing that kind of crazy crap. I'd do it again. Oh, I am doing it. What the hell?
What the hell? I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. Mama. Mama. Hi, Mama. Mama.
Unfortunately, my mother was also alcoholic and was abused by the CIA's LSD program at Hollywood Hospital. Dr. McLean, Dr. McFarlane, Sandoz Company, and LSD, Hollywood Hospital, New Westminster, Canada, was experimenting on her. Good old North Vancouver, you know, and West Vancouver, where Earl Flynn hung out, where he died. Made a big stink, you know, and where Pierre Elliott Trudeau got married to Maggie Sinclair and all this crap. Snot Hill. John MacDonald, Member of Parliament, my good friend, his son was my good friend, Bill MacDonald. And all Bill wanted to do was hunt around scrapyards, and these people were so snotty. So Bill eventually left. I hope he's okay. I wonder where he is these days. Anyway, wandering around North Vancouver, West Vancouver, North Vancouver. Oh, God. Thank God for the scrapyards over there, though. And the gun dealer behind my parents' house, maybe 1/8 of a mile away. When mother passed away, when Colonel Alexander and Los Alamos and that Navy research labs came to view and film all that stuff, she accidental drowning in the bathtub because she's alcoholic. So that happened. But she burned the house down, semi-burned it down, like top part of it twice. Insurance paid for it. It's fascinating, weird stuff, but that same old house is where I met Mel Winfield and Alex Pizarro. Mel Winfield was the first one I encountered who was interested in my crazy stuff I was doing and came and filmed it. Took a lot of pictures. And then he presented to some people in Toronto, which turned out to be George Hathaway and Alex Pizarro, and Alex Pizarro interviewed me, and then blah, blah, blah. I told you this before. As Mel gave his presentation in Toronto, Canada, the first International Energy Symposium, Alex Pizarro found out, or asked me questions. No, Mel Winter, I don't know. He just comes around for some reason. He thinks what I'm doing is important and all this stuff. Well, it is important, John. It is important, but I didn't know that it was yours. Mel made it out to be his. So George Hathaway found that out and wrote Mel right out of the whole first international symposium. And Mel Winfield came around on a bright sunny day, walking in, and Alex Pizarro approached him and said, "John just informed me, blah 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 blah. I would appreciate it if you leave. Never want to see you again, Mel." He just walked away, not saying anything. Then Mel, as far as technology, with Alex Pizarro, George Hathaway, Norman Hathaway, got Joanne McCluskey, the lawyer, to write a letter against Mel Winfield because he's a very rambunctious kind of guy. Okay, he did all this, blah blah blah. Anyway, that's kind of sparked my memory when I was going through those massive papers.
I got papers. I got my papers.
Anyway, I'm sorry saying, well, So what's going on in the world, the world, with the war and that, I think idiot Putin has simply totally destroyed himself as well as his regime. Not the Russians. A lot of Russian citizens are A-OK, of course. But he's destroyed himself and his regime. They're all going to pay the price of war crimes. I'm sure of it. So, I guess this is 26 minutes. Holy mackin'. Let's go do another video. What am I doing today? Let's try that. Yep.
Hi, Barbara.
Hold on. Put this over here, I guess. Oh, Johnny Cupcake. So, that's my ridiculous free association psychological rant today, I suppose. I learned free association through psychologists that wanted me to do it to figure out why I have agoraphobia, huh? So, they always say, what comes first thing comes to your mind? Mrs. M.B. Khan was my psychologist. I had a private tutor, Mr. Volamy, a British guy. Because I didn't go to school, I could walk away. Started at kindergarten, born with agoraphobia, can you believe it? Still have it too. I'm a neurotic. I'm kind of like Mr. Barclay of Star Trek. A little thing, oh, am I going to die? You know, and all this stuff. I get a heart palpitation. Oh, God. Oh, no. And all this nonsense. Totally loopy I am. So anyway. Okay, let me do another video on what I did today. Oh, wow. Pablum Face comes to you through the internet. Hi, I'm Pablum Face. Something that stuck in my mind when I saw a picture of me holding a flying saucer. You might have seen it, as well as Ken Shoulders had almost the same model for his electrogravitics experimental stuff. It did work, as well as mine kind of worked. Almost caught fire to the place one time. And no, don't worry about it. Because I'm getting ready for the Fox TV thing. Robert Kvyat and Jonathan Frakes, Star Trek's #1. They filmed the floating UFO thing. under high voltage. I got a copy of it. And the other thing, other effects that nobody knows about, unless you saw the show. Ghosts, best evidence caught on tape, Fox. That's fun doing those things with Fox. Fox Family, Fox Strange Universe, Just About Productions, and blah blah blah. Oh, I videotaped the Fox people. I had a camera and I went to LA to do the Fox TV interview with Fox Mulder's boss in the old X-Files. Mike Fedge or something. He was fun to work with. I did it and I filmed most of it. Especially JD's prop store in Santa Monica. Jadis. Got him on camera showing all the electrical gear. Anyway, I'm going to do video number 2, which is coming right up after I go to the bathroom. I got fast-acting kidneys. And I got a good screenshot of me smiling. Smile, smile, smile. From Star Trek First Generation. Klingon. And the Klingons say, is that how you do? Smile, smile, smile. Anyway, I'm a Trekkie, so I admit that too.